Spike O'Sullivan stops Carly Gray in the sixth round. There was a TKO. The referee jumped in and stopped it. This was Spike O'Sullivan's first fight at 154 pounds since moving down from middleweight. And how did he look in this fight? Well, he looked big. He looked big and strong in this fight. The punching power has definitely gone down with Spike O'Sullivan. So, he looks like maybe he's found the division he should be in. Maybe middleweight, he was a bit too small to compete with maybe top guys in the division. But the start of this round, at the start of the first round, Gray came out and was actually throwing a lot of fast combinations at O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan was just tucking up. He wasn't looking to get into a boxing match or anything like that. I actually thought that O'Sullivan lost the first round purely because for the first 2 minutes, Gray was coming in and he was throwing a lot of punches. He wasn't landing a lot. There wasn't much power on them, but he was looking like the ring general in there. And then O'Sullivan started landing his jab and started landing a few body shots. And once he done that, he kind of put Gray in his place, and he was very, very cautious from that point on. O'Sullivan then proceeded to just find a very good home for the jab, and it was a very snapping, thundery jab that O'Sullivan had, and it was going to the body and was going to the head as well. After a while, Gray got, I think, 2 cuts, one on either side of the eye, and in the 5th round, Gray was on the verge of getting stopped. He was on the verge of going down, and only O'Sullivan landed a low blow. I think he would have stopped him in the 5th round. And then going into the 6th, his trainer, I believe Pascal Collins, was saying, just stick to headshots. I think that was what he was saying, and basically that's what O'Sullivan did. And O'Sullivan just got him out of there. He landed a right hand over the top of Gray's head. Gray kind of was, he wasn't really hurt, but the referee jumped in and stopped it. He'd seen enough, and Gray was very, very, upset about the stoppage. He was on the verge of tears, really, after the stoppage. But I really don't see any issue with that because he was getting battered from pillar to post in this fight. Apart from the first round, he didn't win a round. He didn't come close to winning a round. And, he was taking a fair beating in this fight. And it was very reminiscent of the Anton Douglas fight where you had a guy who was maybe technically more better than O'Sullivan, who was maybe more athletically gifted than O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan just walked down and used his strength, used his power. And, it really showed in this fight. It was after the fight, in the post-fight interview, that he called out the winner of Munguia versus Dennis Hogan. Yeah, that'd be an interesting fight. Munguia versus Hogan has to get out of the way first. But, I would give O'Sullivan a shot against either one of them guys. Munguia has looked, good without looking great, I don't think. I liked him against Brandon Cook. In his last fight, he looked he looked alright. But I think that Munguia versus O'Sullivan would be a good fight. I think that O'Sullivan versus Tony Harrison, if Tony Harrison doesn't take the Jamel Charlo fight, or if he beats Charlo again, I think that might be an interesting fight because I know Harrison is not someone who is doesn't deal with pressure too well, as you saw from Jared Hurd. I think O'Sullivan will come all night, and would he be able to get to Tony Harrison? I think he might actually. I think Tony Harrison would be kind of the weak link, and I would be more so inclined to look for a Tony Harrison fight than I would be against looking for a Jaime Munguia fight. If I spoke to someone, I think that's a more winnable fight. I think Harrison kind of is more of a boxer, and he likes having a boxing match, a chess match with someone like he did against Charlo. But I think against someone like O'Sullivan is going to just come and try and walk you down. He might not be ready for something like that. So, I think that'd be an interesting fight. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this. As always, leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for dropping by the channel. If you liked it, please hit subscribe. And as always, I will talk to you after.